Hello and welcome. Today we will crochet this granny square bag. It is fun and easy to make as a gift. It can be made with or without fringes. We can also attach a lining and a button if we like. Pick your 3 favorite colors of yarn and make this easy bag today.
This is an absolute beginner tutorial, and this granny square bag is a fun yarn scrap project. I have made a mini version of this as well, and that is a two-way bag. It can be worn either way. In this tutorial, we will make the bigger version. The written pattern has both and is linked in the description box below the video. I have actually made this tutorial a while ago. Hi, I'm Aki, the designer behind the patterns that you see on Let's All Crochet, and I would love to invite you to join my newsletter. The link is in the description box below for crochet goodies and tips. Now let's continue.
To crochet this bag, we are going to need 3 colors of yarn. So I am using navy blue, black and white. We are going to need less than 1 skein of each. Any medium weight yarn can be used for this project. So this is the yarn that I am using. It's 100% acrylic yarn and it has about 195 meters in each skein, which has 100 grams of yarn. So you can use any medium weight yarn, but I would advise 100% acrylic or a stiff yarn so that the bag remains stiff. I've already used some of the black yarn for another project. We don't need the entire skein. We're also going to need 2 sizes of crochet hooks. So this is a 5.5 millimeter or an I size hook, and this is a 5 millimeter or an 8 size hook. We also need a scissors, measuring tape and a tapestry needle. Now let's begin. I'm going to start the bag with the 5 millimeter or the 8 size crochet hook. I'm going to begin with the navy blue yarn as my first color. So you can decide whichever color you want first. So we can start with a chain 4 ring or a magic circle. So I'm going to start with a chain 4. I'm going to take the tail end and loop it over the working end. Then I'm going to take the tail end and go below this loop to form a pretzel shape. I'm going to catch the second loop in my hook like this and pull it out carefully. So this is my slip knot. I'm going to tug on the smaller end to tighten it. Now we are going to chain 4. So 2 chain, we are going to yarn over and pull through. 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 Now to this first chain, we are going to join by a slip stitch. This is our slip knot. This is our very first chain. So insert your hook into the first chain. Then we are going to yarn over and pull through the loop and then pull through the loop on our hook. So we have made a ring. Now we want to work into the center of this ring. So this is the center of the ring. Do not work into this, which is the chain 1. So if you tighten the slip knot, that will disappear. And find the center of your ring and work into it. Round 1, chain 3. Yarn over and pull through 1, 2 and 3. So this is our first double crochet. Now we are going to make 2 double crochet into the center of this ring. So yarn over and insert your hook into the center of the ring. So you're going to carefully find the center and insert your hook. Then we are going to yarn over and pull through. So we have 3 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through 2 first. Now we have 2 loops. We're going to yarn over and pull through the last 2. So we have made our first double crochet. Yarn over. Insert your hook into the center of the ring. Yarn over and pull through. We have 3 loops. We are going to yarn over and pull through 2 first. We have 2 loops. We are going to yarn over and pull through those. So as we work, we are going to work over this tail end. Now we are going to chain 2. So yarn over and pull through once and twice. After this, we are going to make 3 double crochet in the center of the ring again, working over this tail end. So yarn over, insert your hook into the center of this ring. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through the last 2. make another double crochet into the center of the ring. One more. Our first set of 3 double crochet, then a chain 2 and our next set of 3 double crochet. Next we are going to chain 2, 1 and 2. And now we are going to make 3 double crochet again into the center of the ring. So this is our first, our second and our third. After the 3 double crochet, we are going to chain 2 and one more bunch of 3 double crochet in the center. 1, 2 and 3. And now we are going to chain 2 again. So at the end of the round, we have 4 sets of 3 double crochet, each separated by a chain 2. Now we are going to join by a slip stitch to this first chain 3 to the third chain. So if we see clearly, this is a first chain at the bottom, this is a second chain and this is a third chain. After that we have the first double crochet that we made. So join by a slip stitch to the third chain here. We are going to take our hook and insert it into the third chain. Then we are going to yarn over and pull through and then pull through the loop on the hook. We can tighten the center of our ring by tugging on the slip knot. Here is the wrong side where you see the tail end. So we are going to take a stitch marker and just mark the wrong side. So it's easier for us to know which is the wrong side. Now we are going to leave about 4 to 5 inches of this yarn and cut it. We are going to tug on this hook to pull out a loop. So at the end of every round, we are now going to weave our ends in so that we don't have to do it later and our work looks neat. So this is the last or the chain 3 where we had made a slip stitch and this is our double crochet. So we are going to go below both the loops of the weave of the double crochet with our needle like this. Tug on the needle. Now we are going to come back, insert our hook in this loop like this and push the needle to the back. And now we have come to the wrong side. This is where we are going to weave this tail end in. So we are going to take the needle and go 2 to 3 times in the opposite direction with it. Now don't tug too hard. And we want to make sure we stay at the back of the work. So the needle should not come out at the front. Once we finish, we are going to take a scissor and then cut this end off here. We are going to do the same for this end as well. So this is the front of our work where we see the V's and this is the back, and here we have attached the stitch marker and we are going to begin the second round at the back now. So between every round we will turn our work and then begin the next round. This is because the granny square turns out better once we turn the rounds. It has a nicer shape. So let's begin round 2. Pick any chain 2 space you want to attach the yarn. I'm going to do it here. So we are going to insert our hook into the space where we want to attach the yarn. Now take the yarn in a loop form and catch it on the hook. Now we are going to pull it through like this. So leave the small end alone, and with the longer end, which is the working end, we are going to chain 3. So yarn over and pull through 1, 2 and 3. So this is our first double crochet. We are going to go back to the same space and make 2 more double crochet. So yarn over, go back to the same space here, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over, go back to the same space. So this is our third double crochet. Next we are going to chain 2. So yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through. And now we are going to go back into the same space here and make 3 double crochet. So we're going to yarn over, go back to the same space, make our first double crochet, yarn over, go back to the same space, make a second double crochet, yarn over, go back to the same space, make a third double crochet. So in every chain 2 space, we are going to make a corner stitch, which is 3 double crochet, chain 2 and 3 double crochet all in the chain 2 space. After this, we are going to chain 1 and jump to this next chain 2 space. Here we will again make a corner stitch, which is 3 double crochet, chain 2 and 3 double crochet all in this space. So let's begin our first double crochet. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, go back to the same space. This is my second double crochet, yarn over, go back, and this is my third double crochet. Now we are going to chain 2, 1 and 2. Now we are going to go back and make 3 more double crochet. 1, 2 and 3. So now we are going to chain 1. We are going to jump to this chain 2 space and make a corner stitch. So which is 3 double crochet, chain 2 and 3 double crochet. I will meet you once we finish this corner stitch. So after the corner stitch, we are again going to chain 1, jump to this next chain 2 space and make another corner stitch, make 3 double crochet, chain 2 and 3 double crochet in this space, and I will meet you once you finish. So now I have reached the end of the round. I'm going to chain 1 and join by a slip stitch to the third chain of the chain 3. So it might be a little difficult to see. What is easy to do is find the first double crochet, and just before that the chain is a third chain. So insert your hook into the third chain, yarn over and pull through, and then pull through the loop on the hook. This is the end of round 2. I'm going to do the same thing as round 1. Leave about 4 to 5 inches of the yarn, cut it and pull out a loop by tugging on the hook. And now we are going to weave the yarn ends in. We had marked the wrong side with the stitch marker. This is the wrong side of our work, and we are going to weave in all the ends on the wrong side. So what we are going to do is go below the second stitch or this next stitch with our needle and then come back like this. So you want to complete the stitch, but we also want to remain at the back of the work. And now we can just weave the yarn end in. As we do, just go 2 to 3 times in the opposite direction. So don't tug too tightly like I just did, or you will distort the shape. Once we do that, we're going to take a scissor and then cut this yarn off. We're going to weave in this end as well, but make sure you push it to the wrong side and then weave it in. So after every round, we are going to turn our work and begin the next round on the other side. So we had worked the second round here on the wrong side, turn the work, and this is where we are going to begin our third round. So as always, you can start in any chain 2 space. So we are going to attach the third color, which is the white yarn. To attach the yarn, I'm going to insert my hook into the chain 2 space. Be careful you don't get into this chain 1 space. We want to go into this chain 2 space of the corner stitch. So insert your hook, catch the yarn in a loop form on the hook, pull it through. We're going to chain 3. This is our first double crochet. Make a second double crochet and make another double crochet. We're going to chain 2. Go back to the same space here and make 3 more double crochet. 1, 2 and 3. So after a corner stitch, we are going to chain 1. jump over these 3 double crochet to this gap here. So there is a chain 1 and there is a space below it. In this space we are going to make 3 double crochet. So this is my first double crochet. This is my second double crochet. And this is my third double crochet in the space. After this we will chain 1. Now we are going to jump to this next chain 2 space and make a corner stitch here, which is 3 double crochet, chain 2 and 3 double crochet. So let's do it together. In the chain 2 space, insert your hook, start making 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet. After that we are going to chain 2, go back to the same stitch, which is the chain 2 space, and make 3 more. So this is 1, 2 and 3. So after making the corner stitch of 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, we are going to chain 1, jump to the chain 1 space and then make 3 double crochet, chain 1, jump to the chain 2 space and make a corner stitch there. So we are going to continue in the same way till we reach the end of the round. So in my last chain 2 space, I have made a corner stitch. After this, I am going to chain 1, jump to my chain 1 space, make 3 double crochet, 1, 2 and 3. After that, I am going to chain 1 and join by a slip stitch to the third chain of the chain 3. So remember, find your first double crochet and into the chain just before it, insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, and then pull through the loop on the hook. To leave about 4 to 5 inches of the yarn, cut it, pull out a loop, and we are going to weave both these tail ends in. Make sure you do it on the wrong side. For round 4, we will turn our work and start on this side in any of the chain 2 spaces. We are going to go back to the first yarn, which is blue for me. So insert your hook into the chain 2 space where you want to attach the yarn. Catch the yarn, pull it through. Now we are going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. This is our first double crochet. We are going to make 2 more. So yarn over, go back. This is our second double crochet. And this is our third double crochet. After this, we are going to chain 2 and go back and make 3 more double crochet. 1, 2 and 3. We are going to chain 1. Jump to this next space or the chain 1 space we see here. We are not going to work into these 3 double crochet. Jump to the space, make 3 double crochets. 1, 2 and 3. We are going to chain 1 again. Jump to this next space and make 3 double crochet. We are going to chain 1 and the next space that we see is our chain 2 space. So we are going to work a corner stitch here, which is 3 double crochet, chain 2 and 3 double crochet. We are making our 3 double crochet, chain 2 and 3 double crochet. So we are going to continue this pattern till the end of the round. We are going to chain 1, jump to the chain 1 space, make 3 double crochet, chain 1, jump to the next chain 1 space, make 3 double crochet, chain 1, and here we have reached our chain 2 space. We are going to make a corner stitch here. Then we will chain 1, jump to the space, make 3 double crochet, and so on till we reach the end of the round, and I will meet you there. So at the end of round 4, we are going to join by a slip stitch to the third chain and weave in the yarn end on the wrong side. For the first round, we use blue color. For the second, we use black, and for the third, we use white. For the fourth, we use blue again. For the fifth round, we will use black. So bring your black yarn. Remember, between the rounds, we are always going to turn our work. we're going to attach the yarn in any chain 2 space we want. Let's attach the yarn in this chain 2 space. Insert your hook, catch the yarn in a loop form on your hook, pull it through. We're going to chain 3 first, and this is going to count as our first double crochet. Now we're going to make a corner stitch. 2 more double crochets in the same space. Now we're going to chain 2 and make 3 more double crochets in the same space. So by now we know the pattern. In every chain 2 space, we are going to make a corner stitch. In every chain 1 space, we are going to make 3 double crochet. And all these bunches are going to be separated by a chain 1. So after corner stitch, we will chain 1, make 3 double crochet in this space, chain 1, 3 double crochet in this space, chain 1, 3 double crochet in this space, chain 1, and make a corner stitch in this chain 2 space. So once we finish the entire round, we are going to end by a slip stitch to the third chain. We are going to weave in the yarns. Then we are going to turn our work for the next round and begin on this side. So this is round 1, this is round 2, this is round 3, this is round 4 and round 5 in black, round 6 in white, round 7 in blue and round 8 in black. So I will meet you once we finish round 8. After that, we are going to make these double crochet rounds together. So I will meet you after we finish round 8. Work all the rounds in the same way. So I finished making my entire square and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 rounds. So once you finish, you will turn it to the right side. Remember, on the other side, we have our stitch marker. So now we are going to make the double crochet border. So for the border, I'm going to use the 5.5mm or an eye-size crochet hook and the white or the third color yarn. I'm going to attach the yarn into this chain 2 stitch. So you can choose any chain 2, insert your hook, catch the yarn on the hook, pull it through. Now we are going to chain 3, 1, 2 and 3, and this is our first double crochet. We're going to make another double crochet. So insert your hook into the chain 2. After this, we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2. And now we're going to make 2 more double crochets into this chain 2. 1 and 2. So the corner for the double crochet border is going to look a little different. We have made 2 double crochets, chain 2 and 2 double crochets. Now we are going to work our double crochets in between the double crochets. So this is one double crochet and this is the next, and right in between them we are going to insert our hook and make a double crochet. We're not going to work into the top V. So let's do it together. Yarn over, insert your hook between the double crochets, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So now this is the next gap between the 2 double crochets. We're going to insert a hook here, make a double crochet. Now I have reached my chain 1 space. Here we are only going to make 1 double crochet. So this is the next double crochet. Find the gap, insert, make a double crochet. This is the next gap between the 2 double crochets. Chain 1 space, make a double crochet. So we are going to continue in the same way till we reach the next chain 2 stitch here. So I will meet you there. So remember, we are going to make a double crochet between the first and the second double crochet, then the second and the third, and then in the chain 1. So I've made a double crochet in between the last 2 double crochets, and this is my chain 2. So here we are going to make a corner stitch. So we are going to make 1 double crochet, 2 double crochet. After that, we're going to chain 2 and make 2 more double crochets in the same space. So we have made 2 double crochets, chain 2 and 2 double crochets. So now we're just going to work all the sides in the same way. We're going to jump between the first and the second double crochet here, make a double crochet, jump between the double crochets, make a double crochet, make one double crochet in the chain 1 gap, and continue till we reach the next corner. We are going to make 2 double crochets, chain 2 and 2 double crochets. So continue all around till you reach the end of the round, and I will meet you here. Reach the end of the round. These are my last 3 double crochet. So I'm going to go between the first and the second. Remember, we are working between the bars and not into the top. So go between the first and the second, make a double crochet, and the second and the third, and make a double crochet. So we've reached the end of the round, and we're going to join by a slip stitch to the third chain. Insert your hook into the third chain, yarn over and pull through, and then pull through the loop on the hook. We're not going to cut the yarn now. We're going to make one more round. We're going to chain 3 first. This chain 3 counts as a double crochet in this first double crochet. Now we are going to the next stitch. Make a double crochet in it. So now we are going to work into the top of the stitch. Go below both the loops of the V. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through 2. Yarn over and pull through 2. And now we have reached our corner stitch. So the corner will be the same as the last round. We are going to make 2 double crochets first. 1 and 2. Then we are going to chain 2. And we are going to make 2 double crochets again. 1 and 2. Now we are going to turn and work on this side. So we are going to go into the top of this first double crochet and make a double crochet. So go below both the loops of the V and make a double crochet. Into the next double crochet, we are going to make a double crochet. So continue working into the top of each double crochet till you reach the corner stitch, and I will meet you there. I've made a double crochet in the last double crochet, and now we have reached the chain 2 stitch. So here we are going to make a corner stitch, which is 2 double crochets, then chain 2 and 2 double crochets, all in the same chain 2 space. So now we are going to continue in the same way. Starting from this next double crochet, make sure you don't miss it. Make 1 double crochet in all the double crochet till you reach this chain 2 space. Here we will make a corner stitch, which is 2 double crochet, chain 2 and 2 double crochet. Make 1 double crochet in all the double crochets till you reach the chain 2 here. Make a corner stitch here and make 1 double crochet in all the double crochet till you reach this last double crochet. So I will meet you at the end of the round. I've reached the end of the round, made a double crochet in the last double crochet, and now we are going to join by a slip stitch to the third chain. So this is just like the rest of the rounds. So now we are going to leave a small piece of the yarn, cut it and then weave the end in just like all the other rounds. I will meet you once we finish. In exactly the same way as this first square, we are going to make one more. Now this is the right side of my first square and this is the right side of my second square. So one of these is going to be the front of the bag and one of these is going to be the back of our bag. So decide which you want as the back, and we are going to turn this over like this. So this is the wrong side now, and we are going to place the front on the top like this. So the right side faces us. On the inside we have the wrong sides, and this is the right side of the back of the bag. And now we are going to begin with the border. We are going to start a single crochet border on this side like this, then move downwards, move across and then move upwards still here. The top is going to be open. So while making the single crochet border, we are going to join these two pieces together. So let's see how to do it. With the 5mm hook and the blue yarn, which is the first color that I used, we are going to attach the yarn into this chain 2 space here in both the front and the back. So I'm going to insert the hook into the front panel in the chain 2 space and then into the back panel into the chain 2 space. Catch the blue yarn on the hook and pull it through. Now we are going to chain only one. So we are going to go back to the same space and make a single crochet. Insert your hook, yarn over and pull through. We have 2 loops on our hook. We are going to yarn over and pull through both. This is our first single crochet. We're going to make one more single crochet in this space. So insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through both. And now we are going to start working into these double crochets. So I'm going to work in this direction along the side. So this is the first double crochet. We're going to go into the top below both the loops of the V and go into the first double crochet on the back panel as well. We're going to yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through both. So we have made a single crochet joining both the front and the back. This is the second double crochet. Go into the second double crochet. We are working below both the loops of the V, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through both. This is the third and this is the third on the back. Make a single crochet. Make one single crochet in each of the double crochets till the chain 2. Single crochet in this last double crochet and reach the chain 2 space here. So in this space we are going to make 3 single crochet. Make 1, 2 and 3. And now we are going to turn our work. Go to the first double crochet here and the first double crochet on the back panel. Make a single crochet. So continue in the same way till the next corner stitch and I will meet you there. 1 single crochet in all the double crochets. So I've reached this next chain 2 space and here also we are going to make 3 single crochet. 1, 2 and 3. Now we are going to continue making 1 single crochets in all the double crochets till we reach the space here. So now I have reached the chain 2 space. On the top here is a bag opening. So in this chain 2 space we are going to make 2 single crochet. 1 and 2. And now we are going to move to the top. So for the top we are only going into one side first because we want this to be open. So only into one side we are going to make 1 single crochet in each double crochet. So I will meet you once we reach the other side. So in this chain 2 space we are going to make 1 single crochet. Then we are going to go into the top of this first single crochet that we see here. Just insert your hook into the top and make a single crochet in it. And then we are going to jump to the next chain 2 space on the other side and make a single crochet in it. Turn the work and this is the back. So we are going to continue making 1 single crochet in each of the double crochet till we reach the side here. I will meet you there. So I've reached the last stitch here. This is the chain 2 space. We are going to make a single crochet in it. Then just like the other side, made a single crochet at the top of this last single crochet of the side here. Go to the next chain 2 space and we are going to make a slip stitch to the first single crochet here. So insert your hook into the first single crochet, yarn over and pull through and then pull through the loop on the hook. So now we are going to cut this blue yarn and then weave it in here. If you want to attach a lining, it should be exactly the size of the bag. 3 sides are closed and the top has to be open. We're just going to fold the top of the lining like this and we're going to place it inside the bag. This is the wrong side of our lining and we're going to place it inside the bag like this. So once we open the bag, we will see the right side of our lining. So we're just going to take the lining and slide it into the bag. So arrange it properly. So at the top here, we are going to attach the lining just below the double crochet rows, just when the black starts. So we are going to have a small gap at the top and here we have space to attach our button. The crochet material stretches so the button can easily pass through the gap between any 2 double crochet. So I have attached the lining now. I have made small tiny stitches so that they are not easily visible. I'm going to attach the button on the inside here and on the back of the bag. So this is the front of the bag and the button will just come through between 2 double crochet. Now for the handle, we are going to take the 5.5mm hook and 2 colors of yarn. So I'm using blue and black. We're going to make the handle using both these yarns together so it is a little sturdy. When we start making the handle, we are first going to leave a long tail about 10 to 12 inches. This is because we are going to use this tail to sew the handle onto the bag. And now we are going to make a slip knot. So make the slip knot however you want. But instead of 1 yarn, we are going to do it with 2 yarns. So you can do it the same technique, just use 2 yarns instead of 1. And now let's begin our chain. We're going to chain 3. Instead of 1 yarn, we are using 2 yarns. So we will work the chain normally. We are going to yarn over, but with 2 yarns and pull through. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through. We are going to single crochet into the second chain from the hook. The loop on the hook is not a chain. This is our first chain and this is our second chain. So insert your hook. Make sure you go below 1 loop of blue and 1 loop of black. And we are going to yarn over and pull through. We have 2 loops on our hook. We are going to yarn over and pull through both these. Now we are going to go to the next chain. Insert your hook below both the loops, that is the blue and the black. We are going to yarn over with both the yarns, pull through. We have 2 loops, yarn over and pull through both these. So we have finished row 1. Now we are going to row 2. I'm making a very narrow handle. In case you want your handle to be wider, you will just chain as much as you want. You can chain 4 or 5 as well. I want my handle to be very narrow. Now we are going to chain 1 and then turn our work. So the loop on the hook is not a stitch. This is a chain stitch and this is our first single crochet, the V that we see. So we are going to go below both the loops of the V, and remember each loop has both the blue and the black yarns. We are going to yarn over and pull through. We have 2 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through both. This is our second and our last single crochet of this row. So we are going to go below both the loops of the V, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through both. We are going to chain 1 and turn our work for the next row. Now I'm going to go into this first single crochet, make a single crochet, go into the second single crochet and make a single crochet. Chain 1 and turn. So we're going to continue making the single crochet rows in the same way. Each row has only 2 single crochet. So repeat this as many times as you want. I have finished making my entire handle. Now we are going to leave a long tail about 12 to 15 inches because we are going to use this to sew the handle onto the bag. Then we are going to cut the yarn and pull out a loop by tugging on our hook. With the yarn tails that we had left behind, we are now going to attach the handle. So I've already attached it on this one side and we'll do it on the other side together. So we are going to attach the handle on the inside of the bag. So place one end of the handle on the inside of the bag like this. So I'm going to place it about ½ inch on the inside. And now we are going to sew this on. Place the handle exactly where you want it. It should be in the center of the side. With the tapestry needle, we are going to go both through the handle and through the bag. So come out on the other side. Now we are going to go into a nearby stitch like this and come back to the bag. So it may be a little difficult to pull on the needle because we are using 2 yarns. Doing the same thing again. From the handle, I'm going to the bag. And now we are going to come back to the handle. So we're going to continue doing this a few times till the handle is firmly sewed on. Once we finish, we are just going to cut these yarns. Then we are going to make sure that the handle is straight before we attach it on the other side, because otherwise it will be twisted if we don't make sure. Like the lining and the button, the fringes are optional. We are going to take 2 pieces of yarn, one black and one blue, and each should measure about 9 inches. If you want it longer, you can make it longer. I'm going to attach the fringe at the bottom. So this is the right side of my bag and this is the front of the bag. You can see the single crochets facing up. So we're going to start attaching the fringe at this corner. Beside the single crochet you want to start. So I'm going to start at this single crochet. So to attach the fringe, we're going to insert the hook from the bottom like this and come to the top or the front of the bag like this. And now we are going to take these 2 pieces of yarn and fold them in half. Once we fold them in half, we are going to catch these 2 on a hook like this and pull them through. After that, we are going to yarn over with the 4 pieces of the yarn and pull them through this loop. So we have made our first fringe. Tug to tighten. I'm going to leave a gap of 1 single crochet between the fringes. You can always leave 2 or more if you like. So this is where I've attached my fringe. I'm going to skip the next single crochet and attach the fringe in this single crochet. First, I've just folded the black and the blue pieces in half. Now I'm going to insert the hook into the stitch where I want to attach the fringe. We're going to go from the back like this and come to the front. Then we are going to catch both the yarns on the hook and pull them through. Pull up a long loop here so it's easier when you yarn over to pull all the yarns through that loop. Once we do that, we will tighten this. Continue attaching the fringe, skip the next single crochet, attach the fringe in the next, skip the next and attach it in the next, and continue till you reach this side.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. I had so much fun designing it. The written pattern has also been linked in the description box below. Don't forget to subscribe to the Let's All Crochet newsletter. The link is in the description box below. So I'll be sharing updates for all new patterns and goodies. Thank you so much and see you next time.